A gente faz, é como se fosse um bondinho, ó. A gente tá pendurado por esse cabo, por esses cabos aqui no dedo.
Ready? There you go. Down below your toes, you can see 270 metres below you. We are about 270 metres above the Jamison Valley. Our water, the river down below your feet, marks our highest point here on the skyway. That water is fed through from Katoomba Falls, which is over to the right-hand side. Water makes its way eventually out into Warragamba Dam. So if anyone is familiar with Sydney, or even if you just travelled up from Sydney, you actually drink water that comes from that waterfall. So every time you turn on your taps in the morning, wash your teeth, your noodles, you're actually drinking water from the waterfall. Now over on the left-hand side of the cabin are the three sisters, those beautiful ladies standing tall, very sacred to the traditional custodians of this area. We're on Gundunga country in the Gadooba clan here. So left-hand side of the cabin, a little lone sandstone pillar is known as Orphan Rock. Orphan Rock was a popular lookout point until 1974, so 52 years ago now. It became too unstable to climb. Since then, it's been closed to the public, but all the old hand railings are still up the top and along the sides.
Tá bem devagarzinho.
Coming into the main building now, we're arriving on level 3, which is our restaurant level. If you're looking for food a little bit later, that one opens up at 11 o'clock. Level 2 is the cafe terrace bar, so if you need something now, coffee, snack, something to eat before you keep exploring level 2. All of our rides are leading from level 1, so down to the ground floor to access our other rides today. Our railway is the red wall on the left-hand side of us just over here. Cableway is further left than that, blue wall for the cableway. If you are meeting a guide on this side, obviously wait for them once you get off the cabin. We will have a bit of a bumper as we lock into place, but otherwise once we do stop, those doors will open. Straight through the gates in front of you, my friends, there's one on either side.
Esse lugar aqui chama Scenic World. Então tem várias formas de visualizar as montanhas. Essa que a gente pegou agora foi a primeira, o amarelo. Já foi uma das formas de atravessar. Tem mais 3, tá vendo? Que é a vermelha, que desce, a azul e a verde. Nós vamos em todas. Dinossauro aqui.
We're gonna go down and around the big.
Eu tenho que ficar muito esperta porque eu não posso perder o meu grupo, o pessoal que tá comigo no ônibus, porque é muito grande aqui, sabe? E o instrutor falou pra gente ficar esperto e não se perder, meio que se localizar, sabe? Pelas pessoas que estão conosco. E eu tô distraída aqui gravando pra vocês. Rapidinho a gente, né? Mas vamos lá. Ai, que legal. Cubos de gelo de canguru e koala. Gente, só que o meu grupo não para em lugar nenhum, a gente. O povo tá rápido aqui. Nós vamos no vermelho pelas cores, né, da sinalização aqui. Thank you. Você tem uma pulseira, tá vendo? Com o seu ticket de entrada, né? A liberação. Inclinado que tem, tá vendo? No vermelho. Chegou, gente. A gente escolhe o ângulo, será?
A formiga? O macaco?
Where are you guys from?
We're French.
Yeah.
So he's my son. Yeah. He lives in France. I live in Australia. I have French citizenship and Australian citizenship.
Visiting mama.
That's right. So what do you do here? What do you have to do?
Just press and see what happens.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, we can choose
Which one do you want?
You want the scary one? You look like you want the
You
scary one.
choose. You decide.
Mom wants the scary one.
This is a scary one.
I'm a little bit scared.
Really? No, you're safe. My mom is.
What's your name?
Nice to meet you.
Come on, Larissa, put yourself on the picture.
Thank you.
You don't.
Let's go.
Are you a YouTuber?
Yes.
What
É muito incrível, gente. Mas olha isso, que lindo, olha a vista. É muito, muito, muito inclinado.
This looks like in a way, I'm happy because,
Yeah.
because the next step is not really nice.
I do have people coming down the line. I probably expect people to come down.
É muito
If you wish to
rápido,
give
mas
the
é bem
railway,
legal.
just go up over the bridge, down the other side. I'm back every 7 to 10 minutes.
Bem legal, hein? Bem legal.
Alright, everyone, take your time, take some photos. We're meeting on the escarpment where everyone is at the top there.
Agora sim o sol tá estralando. Aí dá pra ver bem melhor a paisagem, tá vendo? Que lindo.
Itself with Jesse at the top of the valley there. Now 52 degrees drop straight down the mountain. It is the steepest in the world itself. Now with the Three Sisters itself, there's a bit of, it's very deep Aboriginal storyline called the Dreamtime, which explains the Three Sisters were part of a clan. Now they weren't allowed to interact with a rival clan, the Dungara clan, and what happened is, which they fell in love with 3 boys from a rival clan. The chief didn't like that very much and turned them into the stones to protect them. That's the Aboriginal storyline of what happened. Now we know many millions of years the stones have formed with absorption of water, wind, erosion, the scientific. Now it wasn't very effective, like they didn't have much technology obviously. A lot of people died from lack of oxygen down in the mine shaft itself. It would struggle to get 40 kilometers at max, so it wasn't very effective, but it was better than nothing. Well, very harsh working conditions, that's for sure. All the convicts which we'll get to see, convicts were British convicts, they were sent here to serve their time, and the British soldiers itself were the ones governing them. Hey man, how are you? Alright. So what we call this is a coal seam, and you've got the overburden on the top here. This hard rock here is very hard to actually extract. But what we do now, we drill it with holes, explosives into that. We explode it because our actual excavators itself struggle. It's very damaging on the gear to try and scratch that rock out itself. So to blow it up, break it into pieces, excavate that out, and then you've got the coal seam here itself. Coal itself is very soft. Once it gets out of the mines, it gets refined for different processes. The main thing we use coal for is a lot of power stations. We still use a lot of coal for that. Now, coal itself we're the second biggest producers of coal in the world. It contributes to 20% of our DGP itself. Now, the mining industry is huge in Australia. It is a pretty well-paying job when you consider working only 6 months in a year. Now, if you're coming to the mines, you start off on, like as an apprentice, you can be on 120 grand a year. Once you graduate, you can be up to about in Hunter Valley. Huge, like coal mines.
If the Greens get their way,
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get their way. There's not much money involved in that industry. They're quite 500 billion. Alright everyone, in front of us here is Katoomba coal mine, which was established in 1878. Now, about 60,000 tonnes of coal was extracted out of here. As mentioned, we have our friend of British convicts there that was sent to serve their time here. Now, if they had kids as they came here as early as 14 years old, they were forced to get in the mines with dad and help excavate the coal out. Very hard, intensive job. That's all they had.
Mais agora eu tô na fila aqui. O pessoal tá chegando, eles vão desembarcar e aí a gente entra.
Hello and welcome on board the cableway everyone, and we still are having more party people joining, so please keep the doorways nice and clear, using all the space provided on board, top right, left, right and centre. Watching our step as well folks, everybody back on board. We have a liftoff. Welcome back and welcome to this big balloon thing everyone. My name is Hanako. I'm now taking you back up into Scenic World and I want to know the cableway. Now feel free to move around, ask any questions. I will be pointing out a few things, so feel free to listen orally. I don't get paid either way here. Now Katoomba Waterfall is the second tallest in the Blue Mountains, reaching over 200 metres tall. It's a two-tier waterfall that's never ran dry in all recorded history. Now what that means for all of us on board is if you're ever drinking water from our Blue Mountains or even Sydney, you're actually drinking some of the water out the front here. It's very safe, clean and consumable running water. Now that skyway we can see at the top there, that's the best view of that waterfall you're going to find here at Scenic World. That gets you very up close and personal to that running water. Now to the right of our cabin, my favourite view on this ride are our three sisters. Can't quite find this view anywhere else folks. Beautiful front facing photo opportunity out there today. Make sure you go get that photo. Now approaching at the very front here, big lonely sandstone pillar, looks like the three sisters' long lost brother. This is Orphan Rock, and it opened in the year 1933 as one of the first ever lookouts to have these beautiful views as well as our three sisters. Up the very top there where we see those hand railings, that was a very popular marriage proposal site back in the day. It was said to have a 100% success rate. We can see why, I'd be scared to say no up there as well. Now unfortunately in 1974 a mudslide and rock erosion came through, wiping out the entrance point, causing those two big holes in the centre and making that entire pillar there too unstable to climb to this day. Here we have a swing approaching through the towers. Here we go, a bit of a swing. Too much fun. And with that, welcome back and up into Scenic World, guys. Congratulations, you've just survived the cableway. Now you'll be entering onto level 1, that's our retail floor, and entrance to the rest of our rides here. Level 2 is the cafe, and level 3 you can find the restaurant opening up at 11 o'clock this morning. As we're approaching our docking position, we're going to have a few bumps here, so here we go, a few bumps of
Hora da lojinha de souvenir, como sempre. É aquela mesa que eu mostrei pra vocês. Ali tá um instrutor esperando a gente. Algumas pessoas vão fazer compras. Chaveiro, bolsa. Pra quem quer comer, tomar água. Os ursinhos, que bonitinhos. Koala. Já cansei de mostrar pra você essas lojinhas de souvenirs que tem. Ai, gente, isso é muito legal. Isso são moedas pra você colecionar, olha. A grande maioria dos lugares que eu fui, eles têm $6,50, 6,50, né? Aí você ia falar centavos. 6,50 cada moeda. Olha como elas são. É pra quem coleciona, é muito legal. Aqui tem algumas coisas temáticas de dinossauro, porque tem uma parte aqui desse parque que é Vale do Dinossauro. Então tem uma parte onde as crianças conseguem visitar os dinossauros de mentira. Eles todos se movem, fazem barulho, mas não está incluso no valor do pacote que eu comprei. E é um passeio mais para criança mesmo, que é bem infantil, né, vamos dizer. Os koalas. Bonitinho o canguru. Tem até um nenenzinho. Koala e canguru é o que prevalece, né? São os grandes símbolos, né? Os animais símbolos aqui da Austrália.